In this video, I will show you how to add a picture in PowerPoint. This is going to be fun. Let's get started. Here I am in a PowerPoint I'm making about the Spanish animal vocabulary, and I've inserted a couple of images here of some animals. Now I would like to add an image of a lion. Now in PowerPoint, depending on the layout that you have set up for your slideshow or for a particular slide, you may already have a placeholder for an image. If that's the case, you can just click Insert Picture, and a variety of options for where to get that picture appear. For example, if you have an image on your device, you can just click From Device, and then locate an image on your computer, select it, and insert it, and it will be added to your slideshow. In this case, though, I don't have an image of a lion on my computer, so instead I'll click Insert Picture and choose either Stock Images or Search on Web. I'll try Stock Images, Lion, and then I can pick the specific image I want to use. Click Insert, and that image is going to be added into the slideshow. But what if your slideshow does not have a layout pre-selected, predetermined, and maybe you don't want to use a specific slide layout? In cases like this, what you would do is go to the Insert tab and look for the Images group. There you'll find Pictures. So I'll click there on Pictures, and I get three main options. Once again, I could select an image from this device, or I could select Stock Images. In this case, I'm going to choose the third option, Online Pictures. And the Online Pictures option accesses Bing to look for images that have Creative Commons licenses or other similar licenses that allow me to use these images. So I'll search for a tiger. I get some good options, and I'll select the one I want and choose Insert. Now, in many cases, when you insert an image into your slideshow, it's not going to be the right size, and it might not be in the right location. This is a good example of that. I want the image to be here at the right, and I want it to fit in the right half of this slideshow. So I've clicked and dragged to make the picture the size I want it to be. And I did that just by clicking on one of the corners and dragging. And then I can also click on the image itself and drag it to position it the way I want it to be. I'm going to resize it just a little more. Okay, I'm happy with this. Now there's one additional feature that I want you to be aware of. Once you've inserted a picture into your slide, you can then click on the picture, and look, you get a new tab on the ribbon. If I click on the Picture Format tab, I get all sorts of great options. One of my favorites is Remove Background. With the image selected, it's going to try to remove the background. It didn't do a perfect job though, so I can use these tools here to mark areas to keep, like his legs. And notice that I'm not being super precise. I'm just clicking and dragging to highlight different parts of this image that I want to keep. Sometimes I get great results, sometimes not as good, but by using mark areas to keep and mark areas to remove, I can quickly set this up so that the image background is removed, but the important parts of the image remain. Okay, that's almost perfect. The whiskers are a little difficult here, but I'm happy with this. If I wanted to mark areas to remove, I could just click there, and I could say, okay, I don't really need this part of his whiskers or his face, and that gets removed. I'll click Keep Changes, and there's my tiger without the background. Now I could resize him bigger and position him again. Next, I'll click back on the tiger just so you can see more of the picture format options. I can do some brightness corrections or contrast corrections to change how the tiger looks in the scene. I don't like those, so I'm going to undo them by holding Control and tapping Z. Here, I could make some color adjustments, change the transparency of the tiger, and there are other options that I could try as well. Notice that there are also picture styles. Basically, you can put a frame around any image that you've inserted into your slideshow, and there are some other effects. Some of them are kind of 3D effects, but in most cases, you're adding a frame around the image. I don't think it needs that in this case, so I'm going to hold Control, tap Z to undo it. Another important feature here in the Picture Format tab is the Arrange group. we can use the Arrange group to perfectly align an image, let's say to the center of the slideshow. I'm going to undo that with Control-Z, but you could also align it to the left, to the right, top, middle, or bottom. And there are some other great options as well if you have more than one image. I can also rotate the image using the Rotate button here, and perhaps the most important of these options, the Bring Forward and Send Backward options. So what these are for is, as you can see, the tiger at this point is in front of the words El Tigre. If I want to change that, I could just select the tiger and choose Send Backward, and now El Tigre is in front of the tiger. I could also click Bring Forward, and there are options not just to send it back one layer or bring forward one layer, but to send all the way to the back. So that's for if you have 3 or more items that are overlapping. Okay. So that's what you need to know about how to insert pictures into Microsoft PowerPoint. If you want to learn more about these topics, watch my Beginner's Guide to Microsoft PowerPoint or my PowerPoint masterpiece called PowerPoint for Beginners, the complete course. But for now, I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you did, please like, follow, and subscribe. And when you do, click the bell and you'll be notified when I post another video. If you'd like to support my channel, the best way to do that is to become a channel member, but you could also click the thanks button below the video. You could support me through my Patreon account or by buying channel merch, and you'll see information about those options in the description below the video. Speaking of supporting the channel, thank you to my Super Techie channel supporters.